Hello everyone, welcome. Oh, it's my, okay, yeah, it's good. Okay, I think it's good. I think everything's good. I'm not sure, but I think it looks like I think I remembered to open everything. I think all my technical stuff is working. So it's always whenever I start stream, it's like, oh, is the bit rate gonna all of a sudden drop? Did I forget to open something? But it looks like it's all working, which is fantastic. I do actually think I might need to move this a little bit, but okay, now that looks better. But yes, hello, welcome back. Izzy, glad to see you back. I don't know if anyone else is here yet. It is a pretty unprompted stream. To be honest, I have been like, oh, I'll be able to stream on this day. Oh, no, never mind. There's this thing, and I don't quite have oh, I'll be able to stream on this day. Oh, never. And like, I can't even do, I'm pretty sure this is only going to be able to be a 3-hour stream. But I was just like, I don't care. I'm not only doing the Monday stream this week. I'm at least guaranteeing one more. But yeah, okay. I think the problem, that needs to, yeah, okay. Now it's looking better. Okay, my tracking's looking better now. So, I'm excited. I saw this game a while ago, and I remember adding it to my wish list and being like, ooh, I wonder when it comes out. And then I saw that the play test is out, and I was like, okay, let's give it a try. So we're gonna be playing Demon Bluff, which if I open it should, okay, it has sound. So I will pause the lo-fi and I will turn it down, I think. Maybe like this. That still sounds a bit loud on the effects. I think this should be good, hopefully. Problem is, it's one of those ones where when I tab away, it doesn't quite show me the levels. I think it should be good. Let me know if the audio's got a little bit of an issue, but I think this should be good. I barely know anything about this game. I know that it is a roguelike, I think. That's about it. So let's play the demo. Standard, reach the final village and die as few times as you can along the way. Each village unlocks new unique characters. Okay. Deck building and endless. Ooh. Hello, Fight Me. Welcome. We are playing Demon Bluff. I do not know much about this game. I think it's a puzzle game. Okay. There's one evil among all characters. Find and kill it. Okay. This is your deck. These characters can be drawn and appear in your current game. One lie and disguise. Okay. If I'm evil or corrupted, I am dizzy. Wait, what? Hints. I cannot lie. Character info is false. If I'm evil or corrupted, I am dizzy. Okay. Alright, cool. So that one, wait, I need to look at my deck. This is weird. Learn how many evil characters I am adjacent to. Learn if the closest evil to me is, oh, so this is like a one-player Blood on the Clock Tower. Learn equidistance. Okay, so if, okay, cool. Learn one good character. That's useful. Learn how far from me is the nearest evil. And then one lie and disguise. Pretends to be a different role. And the character info is false. All right. And click on cards to reveal their characters. So we have one bad character. So we have one card away from closest evil. So either this is evil or these two are evil. These cannot be evil. So that means number 2 is good. Okay, well, we already knew that. Closest evil is counterclockwise, which would mean this way, which would mean 5 is evil. Yes, I think 5 has to be evil. 5 has to be evil. Or wait, or no, yes, 5 has to be evil. 5 is evil. So, okay, we need to get rid of suspected evils. Yes! Okay, I'm understanding it, I think. So how the game works is we have to parse through all the information and then we unlock new characters. Ooh, this is cool. I actually really like this. Learn a good character and its role. Pick one character, learn if they're lying. Learn a good character and its role. Okay. All right. The medium or the judge. I think the judge is more fun. Oh, wait, no, that's just characters unlocked in general. It wasn't a choice. Okay. Oracle. When hovered over, you'll see information like bluffs. Okay. All right, cool. This is interesting. So let's start revealing. So let's start at number 1. Number 3 is a real confessor. Okay, what is okay, I'm good. That makes me believe number 3, which makes me believe number 1. You can click on this character to activate it. Pick one character to learn if they're lying. Okay, we'll save that from the judge. Closest evil is counterclockwise. No, it's clockwise. So the enlightened is saying the closest evil is this way. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Izzy, as well. I mean, distractions are always nice. I feel like I'm definitely a person who just enjoys a good distraction. Music is often that. Or like, I have certain videos that I watch that I know can guaranteed cheer me up. Like, probably the biggest one is there is a video of, I think it's Alpharad and Coney playing Smash Bros. Ultimate only playing hero, but in different languages. And it's just them laughing the whole time. And it just cheers me up every single time. Like, I have those kind of videos. All right. So, Close Evil is clockwise. So, this way, we have pick one character to learn if they're lying. We want to save that. So, this feels good, right? So, now we're looking up here. No, this says, okay, number 4 is good. So, it can't be evil, could be evil. One evil adjacent to me. So, we're going to have to judge one of these two, I think. Wait. No, yes, judge one of these two and it's guaranteed. So, number 6 is lying. Here's our evil. Fantastic? Fantastic! Okay, I think this is like the beginner difficulty. Wretch? I register as a random evil minion to other characters. Empress, learn... Wait, why do we gotta have a wretch? What is a wretch? This is awful. I don't... Also, can I just immediately say I am loving the art in this game. Really pretty. I feel like this is gonna get so hard so fast. Okay, wretch. I register as a random evil minion to other characters. Okay. Learn 3 characters, only 1 is evil. Okay. Interesting. So wretches are going to be a problem to us. But the judge can detect a wretch because it will not say that they're lying. I don't know. Okay, wretch. I register as a random evil minion to other characters. Okay, cool. We have our wretch already. Judge, pick one character to learn if they're lying. Okay, that's useful. Closes evil is clockwise. That's interesting. Because wretch guarantees registers as an evil minion. Which means that if they think the closest evil is clockwise, it has to be 4. So the enlightened must think 4 is evil. Right? Because if the wretch... It's not I might. It's I absolutely am evil to other characters. So if the enlightened is saying, yeah, it's this way, and it's not equidistant, has to be 4. What is 4? 1 is evil, 2, 3, or 7. Could be evil, that's true. So 2, 3, or 7 is interesting. We need some good characters over here. We really need some good characters, because currently it feels like a toss-up between these two. I am good. That's not useful, Confessor. Oh, no. I am 2 cards away from the closest evil. That is fantastic. Okay, wait. Okay, you don't think 2, 3, or 7 is evil, which means that can't be Hunter. You think the closest evil is clockwise, which means it can't be Hunter. So it's one of these two, and they say they're 2 cards away, which would mean it's the Empress. Number 6 is a real Hunter. Okay, so if we judge the Empress... Yes, number 4 is lying. Get out of here, you fake Empress. I feel like I'm going to be good at this. I feel like I'm going to be good at this. Twin minion? Another minion? Oh, this is about to get so much harder. Pick 3 characters, learn how many of them are evil. 1 lie and disguise. So we have another minion. We now have 2 evils we have to deal with. Interesting. So now we have to not only worry about... Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. I think I could do this. Let's try... I'm 1 card away from closest evil. So one of these 2 is evil according to the Hunter. We have the Wretch. Okay, that makes sense then. Alright. And then we have... Closest evil is counterclockwise. Which means that the Enlightened is saying number 6 is evil. Yeah, this game seems awesome. Another Hunter. I don't think I have 2 Hunters. I'm 2 cards away from the closest evil. But that makes no... So this Hunter is backing up this Enlightened, which is saying this Hunter is evil. Which means this Hunter is absolutely evil. So this Hunter is absolutely evil, but let's look at the rest of the board. Number 7 is a real Enlightened. Okay, we already suspected that. Which is good. I'm good. Confessor is good. And then we have a Jester. Okay, well, who else could be evil, right? So the Jester should see this Hunter is evil. should see the Wretch is evil and the Enlightened is good. So if we tap Jester and do these 3, there's 1 evil. That's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. We know that's wrong because we know number 6 is evil and number 2 should have registered as evil. Welcome, Umbreon. We are playing a puzzle game that's boggling my mind, but I feel like I just got it, right? I feel like I was a genius for that. You're a lying jester because we know the Wretch would register as evil, and we have proof from the confirmed Enlightened that the Hunter is evil. That is also, that Hunter is backing up the Enlightened that is accusing them. So we have this Hunter is evil, and that means that the Jester is also evil. Oh, I'm crushing it. I'm crushing it. Oh no. Oh, okay. Bombardier, lose if you execute me, but could be evil? Potentially? Knight, I can't die. Huh. Can we always just stab the Knight then? I don't quite understand those. Okay, I'm hoping for the characters we know and not a Bombardier and Knight. That's a Knight. Okay, I can't die. More info. If I'm executed while corrupted characters lie and their ability doesn't work. We have no forms of corruption. We can just swing at the Knight. Okay, we can just swing at the Knight. But we have a lover backing up the Knight, so we don't need to do that. No evils adjacent. I'm 3 cards away from the closest evil. So accusing 8 up here, which is a Jester, and accusing number 6 over here, which says they're a real Hunter. That's fascinating. So this medium is backing up this Hunter. Your mind has been boggled by voice actor announcements for one of your games? What was the voice actor announcements? Okay. Hunter is saying the Jester or the medium is evil, and the medium is backing up the Hunter. So I think this Hunter information, one of these 2 is evil, for sure. Let's look at number 7, because that could be our other evil. Oh, here we go. Bang. Confessor made this much easier. Pick 1 character, learn if they're lying, lose if you execute me. So it's the medium or it's the Jester. We should pick to see if the Jester detects the medium as evil. And if no, because it would lie. We should see if the Jester lies. Well, let's do this. There are 3 evils. Well, that's just wrong. That's just... I don't think there are 3 evils. Bonk. Made that one a little bit too easy for me. Which... You cannot reveal the last card. Oh. Oh, interesting. So I'll be down a card? What? Learn how far a specific evil is to another closest evil. Ooh. Okay. Love the witch art, by the way. Witch art is phenomenal. So we have 2 evils, but we don't know which evils, but if we can't reveal the last card, we know there's a witch. Minion is 2 cards away from closest evil. Okay. Let's look here. I am good. Love to see a confessor that just says they're good. So this is for Zenless on 0. They've announced a Blythe Melon as Severian Lowell. Blythe Melon. I recognize the name. No. What have they voiced? I don't actually know if I know this VA. I don't think I know. Oh, Siegfried and Record of Ragnarok. Okay, I do know some of their work. Interesting. Oh, welcome, welcome. The game is pretty fun. The game is... I didn't mean to click that, but that's good to know. Close evil is counterclockwise. Great to know. Well, okay. The Enlightened is making sense. The Enlightened doesn't seem to be lying. I guess evils are guaranteed to lie, I think is how it works. Is like minions have to lie. They have to lie. Number 5 is a real gem crafter. number 2 is good. Okay. We're getting a chain of confirmation here. A judge. Something is blocking. Oh, that's a witch isn't letting me reveal that. Oh. Okay. So let's look through. This is only this cannot be lying because it's too long a chain of confirmation. So this. The wretch could be evil, I think. The scout says the minion is 2 cards away from the closest evil. The judge could be evil. This could be evil. Huh. I could tap someone to see if they're lying. I'll tap the scout. Number 1 is lying. Okay, so we have the judge saying that the scout is lying. And the scout is probably accusing the judge. We kill scout, we kill judge, I think. Okay, we got a minion. Awesome. We know that the minion cannot be 2 cards away from the closest evil. For a fact. Because that's a lie. Which means that this cannot be evil. Wait, what? Is the wretch evil? Oh, because the wretch would have registered evil. So yeah, we knew this was lying by its own logic because it's the... This is also... Okay. That one was way harder. Also, who voices Rare in Genshin and Ashvale in Hogwarts. Oh, okay. That makes sense. That I do know some of those. The Ba. Hide 1 outcast in the deck. Hide? What does hide mean? 1 minion, 1 demon. What does Ba do? Prioritize hiding drunks and doppelgangers. Oh, it puts a... Oh. I mean, I remember what this was. It was a... Right? Wait, the deck is changing? So this is 6 villagers. Huh, okay. Let's see what we can figure out. Number 7 is a real judge. I think we maybe don't reveal the judge in case of a witch. I don't know. I'm dizzy. So that's an evil right there. 1 is evil, 2, 7, or 8. Which means 7 or 8 are not evil. Which means 7 probably is a real judge. Which means... Because if number 3 is evil... Then these are our 2 evils. Which means number 1 is telling the truth. And number 7 is telling the truth. So... Number 7 and number 8 are probably confirmed. So let's look elsewhere. We've got a wretch here. We have the bombardier. We have the jester. Ooh, interesting. No evils adjacent to me. And a judge. I think we should judge the... Okay, says 8 is telling the truth. If that's the case... Then I think 4 and 2 have to be our evils. Right? No! No, the jester was good. Among 1, 3, and 5, there is 1 evil. 5 must be evil. Ah, that's rough. Man. Ah. The minion hid behind the if you execute me, you lose. But we did it. I think we just... Okay, that's pretty good. Slayer. Pick 1 character. If evil is picked, execute it. But if this is evil, it could mess me up. Knitter. Learn how many evils are adjacent to each other. Okay. This, I feel like, is a good game to work my brain, but I might not play it for the whole stream. I might pivot to, like, a balloons or something to do some, like, just chatting, like, conversating action. Ascension level increase. Okay. Okay, so we've ascended. Interesting. I think our deck will just keep growing bigger. Right? I think so. Okay. Let's just keep playing. Let's keep playing until we lose. Let's keep playing until we lose, I think. So we've got a wretch. Oh, wait. We're going to have a witch for sure, which is annoying. We cannot reveal the last card. I can't die. This is already awful start. I am good. Like, okay, that's nice, but I have no information. Evils are not adjacent to each other. I mean, the knitter isn't lying. Oh, the knitter could... No, yes. The knitter isn't lying, which means that we confirm the knight. Which means that one of these... No, either the knitter is lying and is evil, or the knitter isn't lying, which confirms the knight. Either way, it confirms the knight. So these three are theoretically confirmed right now, I think. Unless the wretch is evil. That's possible. 1 is evil, 2, 3, or 6. But the knight is confirmed. And the confessor... Ha, this is bad. This is really bad. So the knight is confirmed by the knitter. The empress could be lying. The knitter could be lying. This unrevealed card could be lying. This is just so bad. Could everyone be telling the truth? Yes. No. 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 These two are actively contradicting each other. I think. Because if this says 2 is evil, that would mean 2 evils are adjacent to each other. One of these is our evil. We just have no way of knowing which. I'm going to go for the Empress. No. Okay, it's the knitter. Unfortunate. All right, that's a rough start for us. Poisoner. Game start. Villager is corrupted. One adjacent villager is corrupted, which means that they lie and their ability doesn't work. Ooh, I love the bard art. The art in this is phenomenal. Learn how far I am from closest corrupted character. Okay. All right. No evils adjacent. Let's get your neighbors right away then. Number 6 is a real medium and a bombardier. Would love to confirm that lover is telling the truth with a bombardier next to them. Oh. That's interesting. So either both are evil. Either this is our 2 evils or possibly our 1 corrupted and an evil. Oh, and we have a ba in play. Okay. I am 1 card away from closest evil, which means that the bombardier could be not even in the deck, I guess. I'm 1 card away from closest evil, which would suggest 6 or 4. I'm 3 cards away from corrupted character, which would suggest 1, 2, 7 or 1. I can't die. Well, swinging through to the knight, I feel like makes the most sense right now. Yes, we have a confirmed knight. Fantastic. That doesn't tell us a huge amount, but it tells us something. Number 7 is the real medium. Number 6 is the real medium. No evils adjacent to me. If these 3 are all telling the truth, then we know our 2 evils are right here. But our 2 evils can't be right here because they say they're 1 card away from the closest evil. Unless an evil... Let's hit this. That was an actual bard. Which means I think this must be... No, that was an actual hunter. Both of the evils were the mediums! And the lover was corrupted! Oh, that's brutal! Oh, I didn't even think about that! Oh! Okay, this game could get hard. Alright. On last heart, lose current score and restart the run. Okay. So we lose a heart? Okay, we lose a heart. So we play until we run out of hearts, I think. And then we may switch depending on how long we've gone for stream. So this is tough. I'm 3 cards away from corrupted characters. So our potential corrupteds are a knight and a medium. Okay. Killing the knight grants us information regardless. It either tells us that the knight is... No, wait. If number 6 is corrupted, the knight is killable and is evil. If number 4 is corrupted, the knight is killable and is good. So killing the knight does not help us. We're still in a 50-50. There are no corrupted characters. There's a poisoner in play. There's a corrupted character. Get out of here. Witch. Lose if you execute me. Oh. That was easy. You idiots. They both said, oh wow. They could have not made that one easier for me. Pick 2 characters. Learn if any of them are evil. Okay. Learn that 1 out of 2 characters is a specific minion role. Love the Oracle. Okay, love an Oracle here. And love a fortune teller. Let's have a look. Starting with an Oracle. Number 2 or number 4 is a poisoner. Our poisoner is either our confessor or our empress, or number 1 themselves is evil. Number 3 is in our empress ping. Number 4 is a real empress. Interesting. So number 3 cannot be the evil in the empress ping. But we have a poisoner in play. Number 2 cannot be our poisoner, which would mean that number 4 would have to be our poisoner, which means that number 3 would have to be corrupted or evil. Learn how many of them are evil. That's fantastic. No evils are adjacent to me. Lose if you execute. Okay. This is interesting. So we have a poisoner who is either 2 or 4 or 1 is evil. Which means that it would have to be 4, which would mean that the medium would have to be poisoned or the jester would have to be poisoned. The lover says no evils are adjacent to them. So there's a world where it's 7 and 1 are evil. There's a world where 3 and 4 are evil. There's a world where 4 is evil and 3 is corrupted. There's a lot of worlds where 1 is evil, a lot of worlds where 4 is evil. I think I want to kill 4. We got the poisoner. Fantastic. Which would mean that either you are evil or are poisoned, which means we want to check if the jester is poisoned or evil. By checking that we know is true, that we know is true, that we know is false. There are 2 evils. There cannot be 2 evils. One of these 2 is evil and the other one is poisoned, and there's no way to know. YOLO? Aw, man. Darn. Alright, hit the wrong one. That was tough. That was tough. I think that was just a 50-50. Plague Doctor. 1 good villager is corrupted. Pick 1 character. If it's corrupted, learn an evil character. Okay. Villagers to the left and right of me, range 2, are cured from corruption. Learn how many I cured. Fascinating. This is really fascinating. Okay. So the Oracle says that 1 or 7 is a minion. Now that's targeting itself, which would guarantee that 3 or 6 is a minion. One of you is lying. Assuming this is evil, then we have a Plague Doctor and a... Pick 2 characters, learn if any of them is evil. I'm 2 cards away from corrupted character, or you're corrupted yourself. Okay. How many sources of corruption do we have? We have 1 source of corruption. Either the minion or the No, wait. Yeah, so it's only the Plague Doctor as a source of corruption. Which means that either 4 is corrupted, 6 is corrupted, or 2... But this is not a villager. So either 2 is corrupted or 4 is corrupted. So... from that, we know number 5 isn't corrupted, and we know number 7 and number 1 aren't corrupted, unless 4 is evil. Gosh, this gets so difficult. I want to slay 4. No, Just swinging at 4 helps a lot because we would know what's going on. Maybe we should tap 4 with the Plague Doctor. Let's tap 4 and see what happens. Number 7 is evil. Number 4 is corrupted. So that means we should swing at 7. Okay. Which means that we know this is a lie. Which means we know the Slayer is not corrupted. And we know the Fortune Teller is not corrupted. And we know the Oracle is not corrupted. And the Oracle gave us true information. Knitters would mean that's correct. Number 4 is corrupted, so we know that they are correct, which means that either 2 or 5 is evil, which means if we go for 5 and it doesn't work, we kill 2. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Oh, welcome back, Fight Me. Doppelganger. 1 I disguise as a good villager currently in play. All right. 1 villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to it. Okay. Next. Let's see. Plague Doctor. So if there's multiple outcasts in this 8 set. So it's currently 4 villagers, 2 outcasts, 1 minion, 1 demon. If there's 3 outcasts in play, we know there's a chancellor. Oh, I guess there is a chancellor. Okay. I can't die. Is there a witch in play? There isn't a witch in play. Phenomenal. Right? Yeah. There's no witch in play. Cool. There's no corrupted characters. Would go against the Plague Doctor. Another I can't die. 2, 3, or 8 is evil. I already sort of think 3 might be evil, so that's pretty good. Lose if you execute me. That sucks to see. 3, 5, or 8 is evil. Huh, wait. So 1 villager becomes an outcast role. I sit next to it. So the Chancellor is here or here or here or here. 3, 5, or 8. Both of these say 3 and 8 are evil. Which would mean that by logic 3... Let's swing at 3. Okay. That one felt pretty obvious. I think 2... So, by both of their logic, both of them can't be evil, but they could be corrupted. And that would mean that 8 would have to also be evil? The Slayer? If evil is picked, execute it. Alright. Let's check one of them for corruption. Let's check number 5 is not corrupted. Then we can slay number 5, and then we can believe their information, which means 2 is good and 8 is good. Which means that this one says 3 is evil, 8 is good, 5 is good, which means they're also good. Which means that 4 is good. The Plague Doctor can't be evil, which means that 4 is either evil or 6 is evil, which means we have to stab 4 before we stab 6. And there's no risk to stabbing 4. Fantastic! A doppelganger. 2, 3, 8. Well, it did work out for me, I guess. Okay. Fantastic. Drunk. I disguise as a random not in play villager. I am corrupted and I lie. I cannot be cured. Wow, you just suck. The drunk just is awful. Druid. Pick 3 characters. Learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. Okay. Alright. 9 in the town. Alright. Knight. I can't die. Alchemist. I cured 0 corruptions. How does the alchemist work? 2 villagers to the left and 2 to the right. So, if any of these claim to be corrupted, interesting. Closest evil is clockwise. Alright. Evils are not adjacent to each other. 2, 4, 7 is evil. We have some suspicion that 4 could be evil. Here. I can't die. A bombardier. A bard. There are no corrupted characters. And a bombardier. So one of the bombardiers is lying, which really sucks. That really sucks. One of the bombardiers is an evil person lying, which means we really hope that one of these two are evil. Is there any corruption in play? No. According to their own game, there's no corruption in play, which means we can swing it this night for free. And we know it's a minion, which means that if evils are not adjacent to each other, this bombardier is safe to hit. But this could also be an evil. But there's 2 minions, 1 demon. Huh. So there's 2 minions, 1... Oh, hello, Orphan. Welcome. It is sick as heck. It is also so confusing. So, 4... If 4 is evil, then... What evils are in play? Man. Okay. Telling the truth. Which means that 4 or 7 have to be evil, or 9 has to be evil. We can swing at 1 for free, and we know 1 is good, which means that if the closed evil is clockwise... Wow, we have no information. There are no corrupted characters. So either 4 is evil or 9 is evil. Let's swing at 4. Okay. Which means... Huh. Is it really just a 50-50 now? It's really just a 50-50. There's nothing we can do. It's just a 50-50. There's no ability for us to outplay this. Well, I'm gonna guess they're all in a row. And they weren't all in a row. Great. That's rough. That's really rough. That's a really rough one. Okay, it's getting tough. Bomb Minion Chancellor. Okay, interesting. Wretch. I register as a random evil minion to other characters. Okay. I love Wretch, actually. I'm 1 card away from corrupted character, which would mean that 3 has to be corrupted. Alright. Where's our source of corruption is now what we're looking for. No corruption in the evils. No corruptions in the goods. We need a corrupted outsider in order for it to be true. 2 evils adjacent to me, which is a lie because the confessor is good. No evils adjacent to me, which is a lie because the lover is evil. Huh. Both of these have to go? Judge. Doppelganger. There's no doppelganger. No, there is. We have a spare outcast. Which would make sense that there's a... So there's a doppelganger or a drunk. This feels like a doppelganger. Which would mean... 4 is confirmed, 7 is confirmed, 9 is confirmed. There's no form of corruption, which means that you are lying. Which means that you're telling the truth. Unless 8 is also evil. We could tap 8, check here. Number 5 is lying, swing at 5. And I think we are guaranteed here. Yeah, that one was easy. Sometimes it's really easy. Sometimes the puka. Villagers adjacent to me are corrupted if possible. Ooh, okay. Okay. So we have a puka and a chancellor. A puka and a chancellor. A wretch and a plague doctor. Lots of corruption. So many people are going to be lying to us. Learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. Counterclockwise. Okay. 1 good villager is corrupted. We believe plague doctor or wretch if they show up. There's no one. If there's only 1, they are... Okay, so one of them is evil, and they are whichever one is evil is the chancellor. There's a wretch. Okay. Wait, what? No, yes, that makes sense. So yes, the Chancellor has to be one of these three. I'm good. 2 or 6 is a Chancellor. I believe that. With 6 being the Chancellor, potentially. Wait, is it not in play? Becomes an outcast roll. So not necessarily a non-play outcast roll. Let's swing at 6 and see what happens. No! Which means the Oracle is probably corrupted. 8 is not corrupted. 9 is evil, 8 is corrupted. I believe 8 is corrupted, which means 9 is evil. What? Oh, they were the liar and... What? 8 wasn't corrupted? Because the wretch is... the wretch shows up as an evil! Ah! My brain couldn't process all the information! Okay. Okay. It's fine. Puka Chancellor. So Puka gives corruptions, extra outcast. There should only be 2 outcasts. Okay. Start with number 1. A knight. Love a knight. Then a plague doctor. Then another plague doctor. That means that the Chancellor is one of those 2 because a doppelganger wouldn't look like... Yeah, the Chancellor's one of those 2. No, not necessarily. Okay. Fortune teller. Jester. Confessor. I'm 3 cards away from the closest evil. That feels pretty hard to believe. Slayer, I feel like... Okay. So we either have 2 plague doctors or a plague doctor and a doppelganger. No matter what, one of these 4 cards has to be... No matter what, one of these 4 cards has to be the Chancellor. So, do you see either of these 2 as being evil? No. You think neither of them are evil. Do you see them as corrupted? Do you see them as corrupted? You see them as corrupted. So, we have different information from our plague doctors, which means one is evil. Which means our fortune teller is evil or corrupted. So either 4 is evil, which makes 2 evil, or 3 is evil. More information points to Occam's razor says 3 is evil, which means I should use the Slayer ability on them. I couldn't kill 3. Okay. Interesting. Which would make 8 corrupted or evil. So these 2 confirm each other or is corrupted. These 2 confirm each other. Learn how many of them are evil. I could do 1, 2, 3. There are 3 evils? That's not possible. But you could be corrupted. Oh, okay. I'm 3 cards away from the closest evil, which could mean this is evil or this. Let's kill this knight. That knight doesn't die, which means this must be evil, which means this must be evil. Yes! Yes! I did it! I did it! That was, this is why I like knights. This is why I like knights. Okay. Oh, that Slayer saved us. It was also a corrupted Slayer. That's crazy. Oh. Wow. Okay. 1 could be corrupted and 9 is evil. Yeah, you get... It's so much harder than I thought it would be. Baker. 1 random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. Okay, so you can turn everyone into bakers. Learn which side of the circle is more evil. Learn equal if both sides are equally evil. Love that. Okay. 2 evils among all characters. Alright. Ba, Chancellor, Doppelganger, Unknown Outcast, Empress, Alchemist, Oracle, Lover, Gemcrafter. Okay. So unless we see a person that causes... Well, I guess a drunk. We haven't had to deal with a drunk yet. 2 or 5 is Chancellor. 1 or 3 is Chancellor. 7 is good. 1 or 3 is Chancellor. These two are saying the exact same thing, which is interesting. No evils adjacent to me. Lose if you execute to me. That's making 1 look really Chancellor. Yeah, 1's looking really Chancellor right now. 1's looking really evil regardless. There we go. Which means 3 is not the Chancellor, but could be evil. 7 is good. I cured 2 corruptions. How? How'd you do that, buddy? How'd you cure 2 corruptions, buddy? There we go. Phenomenal. A shaman. There are 2 same villager roles in current village. 1 lie in disguise. So it creates a copy. Learn up to 3 characters. Among them are 1 villager, 1 outcast, and 1 evil role if possible. Bishop. Okay. I can't die. Love a knight. Love me a knight. I cured 0 corruptions. Okay. A no corruption town? Are we in a no corruption town? We are... in a no corruption town. This alchemist is to be believed. Counter close evil is counterclockwise. Okay. That's suspicious. I cured 0 corruptions. So 2 alchemists to be believed. I am 2 cards away from corrupted character. You are not to be believed. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. 5 being that evil would make sense. Wretch also would make sense. There are no corrupted characters. It has to be Knight Bard. No. Enlightened. The Enlightened. Yes. Because the Enlightened has to be lying if it's Knight Bard. That's a weird interaction. Random adjacent villager becomes a puppet if possible. It's evil but cannot lie? 1 lie in disguise. That's rough. That's so rough. I tell you something really interesting. If picked once, I am silenced if the character who picked me is lying. The Rambler. Right side is more evil. So that would be this side of the circle over this side of the circle. There's only 1 pair of evils. Okay, that's just an active ability. Right side is more... So we have 2 architects backing each other up. I'm 1 card away from closest evil. When you duct tape your mouth, you can... nothing can stop you. Between 4, 5, and 7, there's a villager, a minion, and an outcast. Well, we believe Rambler... Which means that between 4 and 5, there would have to be a villager and a minion. Which would mean the Jester is our minion. Which means we want to pick, in a way, 2 evils. I mean, these 2 could both be evils. Let's swing for Jester. Okay. Evil. Evil. That's rough. 2 evils of the exact same role. And then the puppeteer has made someone next to them an evil, which is the hunter. Okay. Interesting. Oh, there's like puppeteer art of them. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. This game is fascinating. Dreamer. Pick 2 characters. Learn a role that's among them and 1 that is not. Okay. Okay. Between 2, 3, and 6, there's a minion, a villager, and an outcast. Let's see. We should have an outcast in here. No outcast. And we don't have... Oh, we have a drunk. Darn it. I was really thinking we had a free one there. 1 is evil, 5, 6, or 7. 6, that's not 2 things saying 6 is evil. Oh, but Confessor is dizzy, which means Confessor, we gotta attack you. There's our poisoner who's poisoning people. a wretch, and a bishop. There's a drunk somewhere, which means we have 2 corrupted people. We have 2 corrupted people. One of the bishop or the jester is lying, or is, yes, one bishop pair or jester pair has to be lying. Which means 2, 6, 7, 2, 3, 6. Let's see. So we know that number 3 is 1 card away from the closest evil. So they're good. We know the wretch will be evil, so we should be 2 evils. That's wrong, I think. That's right. Get out of here. Corrupted! Oh! But that's telling the truth, which means that one of these has to be lying and is evil? Oh, and I knew from the... Okay, so the Empress is telling the truth and isn't the drunk. Who's the drunk? This could also be a jester, and this could be like evil drunk. No, wait, there has to be a drunk. Is this the drunk? But the drunk has to be wrong. Which means 7 is evil, but then that doesn't make any sense because that's correct. What is... the jester could be the drunk? No. I'm stunned. I don't know. I genuinely, this is the most stumped I've been. Between 2, 6, and 7, there is a villager, a minion, and an outcast. This is a villager, which would mean this would have to be a minion or an outcast. 1 is evil, 5, 6, or 7. Is 7 evil? And there was never a jester? No, wait, there was a jester. No, a shaman and a drunk? Oh, that was rough. That was rough. Man. Okay. Alright, that was not even that difficult. Okay, Doppelganger, Rambler, Bombardier. 3 outcasts should be in play. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, there's a Rambler. I've cured 0 corruptions. Do we have corruptions in play? We have a corruption here. So, if the poisoner ends up being near the alchemist, we know the poisoner is the alchemist is lying. 2 cards away from closest evil. 1 evil is adjacent to me. I've cured 1 corruption. Okay. So... the Rambler or the Bombardier has to be... Wait. So... we should have 3 outcasts. Which means that either... but we can't have 2 Bombardiers, I don't think. So one of the Bombardiers is the Chancellor. Which means we really need... to see if that's true. Yes! Oh, fantastic. Okay. Which means we could probably believe 4. Which means 5 is probably evil. Or 1 is evil. Cured 1 corruption. But our only source of corruption is the poisoner. Which would mean... okay, I'm going to say the lover is our poisoner. Yes! Okay. Whew, I'm getting it. Witness. Learn a character that was affected by an evil ability. Love the witness. Love the witness. Baker, I was a knight. One random unrevealed good villager becomes a baker. Learn which villager I was. Okay. Baker, I was a knight. I was a fortune teller. Okay. I'm one card away from a corrupted character. Alright. I can't die. 1 is evil, 3, 8, or 9. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Shouldn't have someone become a baker if this is... So yeah, the baker, this number 2 must be corrupted, which means the puka must be next to number 2. Is the puka number 1? Do we have copies? Oh, we have the doppelganger, which is a copy. So the doppelganger's a copy. So one of the knights is absolutely lying. Maybe number 1 is wrong. Let's try and slay number 1. I got the puppeteer. Okay. Which means that 9 or 2 is a puppet. Which would make sense if maybe 2 is a puppet. No, 2 is the puka. Which means 9 is the... Oh, wow. That was easy. That was easy. That one, they just put them all in a low. Poet. Learn random info. Okay. Cool. Number 1 was affected by an evil. Said by number 1. That sucks. That's really useless to me. Closest evil is clockwise. Ba is 2 cards away from the closest evil. The wretch. Wait. How does scout work? Learn how far a specific evil is to another closest evil. So I guess the ba is too far away from the wretch, which would mean the enlightened is the ba, which would make or okay, I think number 6 is our ba. No. Okay. Number 1 was affected by an evil. I can't reveal the witch. Shaman. There are 2 same villager roles in the current village. So the shaman affected number 1, which is why... So both of our witnesses can't be lying, I don't think. Which means that I think one of our enlightened must be a liar. Or a lot of our enlightened must be a liar. And we can't reveal. Number 5 is lying. Let's just try number 5. Okay, we got a witch. Which means that the closest... Woo. The enlightened can only be lying if they are evil and the scout is the ba. Those are the only ways the enlightened can be lying. If there are 2 enlightened in the game, the witnesses must be liars. Oh, because I killed the witch, I can use this. Pick 2 cards, learn if any of them is evil. Are either of my witnesses evil? Yes. I need to kill witnesses then. If number 1 is said to have been affected by an evil, that doesn't make any sense for the shaman. Let's try number 1. No? The ba was number 9, which was the shaman, which is 2 away from... So it's the close... Oh, because the shaman was all... No! That's... Oh, that was... Okay, so the shaman was also equidistant to the scout, which meant that the ba is 2 cards away from the close... Okay. Oh, darn it. Okay, this is getting much harder. This is getting much more difficult. Okay. 7 is good. What is 7? 7's a bombardier. Love that confirmation chain. Pick 2 characters, learn a role that's among them and one that is not. Good to know. 2 or 6 is a puppet. Interesting. All right. 9 is good. I was a baker. Oh, yeah. So I guess a baker, in order for there to be a baker in the town, someone has to claim to be a baker when they're revealed as a baker. But nobody became a baker. Which must mean that the puppeteered the baker. The baker is poisoned by an outsider, which makes no sense because that's the bombardier. So the baker must have been puppeteered and is a puppet, which means that 5 must be lying, which means that 9 must also be lying. And wait, 5, 9, and 3 or 4 is lying, which is 4, I think. So let's use 2 to check our 9 and 5. There is a puppeteer or jester. I think our puppeteer is 5, which means this can't be a jester, which means our baker is a puppet, which means we are now just looking for our shaman. And our 3 and 4 have been accused of being a shaman. I think 4 is our shaman. There we go. Awesome. I'm loving this game. I don't know how good it's a stream game, but I'm absolutely going to keep playing it. At night, kill a random unrevealed character. Deal 2 damage to you. 1 lie and... so I lie in disguise. Kill at night. Is there now a day-night phase? What? I am the original baker. Okay. So I guess that's what bakers say. Alright. I was a druid. Oh, it's night now. Oh, no. Okay. They can't get rid of another one, but they got rid of one. Lilith is 3 cards away from the closest evil. So we have a chancellor. We have... Oh, okay. We have knowledge that the chancellor is surrounding one of these plague doctors, I guess. Because we can't have 2 plague... Oh, we could have 2 plague doctors. So the chancellor either is one of these plague doctors or is next to one of these plague doctors. This lover... I was a druid. We have doppelganger in play, which would make sense if the lover is a chancellor. I think this lover... Let's check if you think 3 is not corrupted. 7 is evil, 3 is corrupted. So the plague doctors don't agree with each other, which means 1 has to be evil. Which means we are now trying to figure out... Number 4 is a real plague doctor. These 2... confirm each other, but these directly contradict. So 8 and 3 are evil, or 7 and 4 is evil. 7 and 4 makes sense with 5's information. Okay, let's try swinging for over here. So Druid says there's no outcasts over here. I think we swing for 4. That's wrong, which means that 8 is our minion, which means that 7 is confirmed, which means that the lover is lying, which is Lilith, which means that either Scout is evil or the Druid is evil. We're looking for someone next to a outcast, but the doppelganger could be that outcast. And I guess we are struggling because we can't see this. The Scout could be our doppelganger. Unless specifically 9 or 6 are evil. So it's between 9, 5, or 6. And we have no information to go between them. Except for the fact that if 9's information seems correct. 9 can only be lying if 1 was an outcast, which makes no sense. 9 is correct, which means that it is 5 or 6. 50-50. I'm gonna go with 5. It was 9? Because 1 was a doppelganger with the ba. I shouldn't. Oh, I should have known that baker had to be. Oh, mine. All right, 1. I think. Okay, we could 1 chance. I think to finish this ascension. Let's see how we can do. Fortune teller. Pick 2 characters. Learn if any one of them is evil. Baker. I was an oracle. Knitter, there are 2 pairs of evil. I was an oracle is always wrong, because the baker shouldn't say that. So the baker is a freaking liar. Okay, never will learn what 5 was. 3 or 5 is a poisoner. That's good to know, though. Plague doctor. What is our like grim? Lilith, minion, poisoner, plague doctor. There's no outcast changes. So our outcast is confirmed. The plague doctor is confirmed, which is phenomenal. We have... There are 2 pairs of evil. Seems really unlikely. So that could be evil or corrupted. Okay. Dreamer. Pick 2 characters, learn a role that's among them and one that is not. We don't have any copies of anything. Oh, one of these plague doctors is a liar. 1, 3, or 4 is evil. 2 is evil. Oh, it was corrupted. Oh, man. Okay. 2 is not corrupted. You're lying. You say 3 is evil, which helps. We have 1 left to find. You are correct in that 3 is the poisoner. You are correct in that 3 is evil. There's a knitter or plague doctor. That is a lie. Okay. Fantastic. On to Ascension 4. How high can we go? Oh, we're now starting with 4 oh, wow. We're now starting with 3 evils. This is getting very difficult very fast. Alchemist cured 0 corruptions. Another alchemist that cured 1 corruption. We're good to just reveal everyone. Okay. 8 is a real lover. I'm 2 cards away from corrupted character. So 2 and 7 are at odds because we only have 1 form of corruption. 2 and 7 are at odds. We also have a hidden... No, wait. We can have a drunk. We either have a drunk or we have a doppelganger. 6 or 8 as puppeteer is interesting. Because 6 and 8 confirm each other. If you say you're 2 cards away from a corrupted character, the baker could easily be corrupted. Number 9 is not corrupted. That means the baker is a swing, and we are right on that. Which means the lover is lying or corrupted. And if the lover is corrupted, then we know 7 is the drunk. Oh, okay. That's fine, because I think we take less damage for going for an outcast. How are we only on... Oh, maybe corrupted you take less damage. How are we only on... I don't know how I took not as much damage. Okay. So, if 2 corruptions are over there, we know you can't have cured a corruption. And if you're a puppeteer, then you cannot be telling the truth. Which means that must be a puppet. Alright, we did it. We did it. We did it in the end. We got through. We figured it out. Architect. Left side is more evil. Wait, what's our Grim? We got Lilith. That's rough. We'd like to get rid of Lilith as fast as possible, if possible. Fortune teller. I didn't mean to swing. Oh, that's so bad. Closest evil is equidistant. Well, we at least know the closest evil isn't equidistant. Bombardier, lose if you execute me. Fortune teller. Oh, this is bad. Okay. We have Doppelganger, Chancellor, which could create an extra Doppelganger. We've got Corruption. This is... We know where our source of corruption is, so we know that our Poisoner is next to it. So we know that our Poisoner is the Architect or the Bombardier. But we know that we have to have... we want to check if the Bombardier or you... So that means the Bombardier is evil or 3 is evil. Let's check with the other fortune teller. Oh, wait, that's just confirmed. That's bad. Okay. Left side is more evil. Learn how many are evil. There are 3 evils. Learn how many are evil. There are 3 evils. Huh. There's no more poisoning. They could all be evil. No, they couldn't all be evil. Wait, no. They couldn't all be evil because is 3 or 8 evil true? Yeah, they couldn't all be evil. Which means that these two have to both be lying. Which finds me Lilith and the Chancellor. The Chancellor would create this Bombardier. Which would mean that the other Bombardier could be telling the truth. We are now looking for the Poisoner, which is either this Bombardier or the Architect. The Architect is saying the left side is more true. Which would mean... Which is true regardless. Because... Yeah, the left side is more evil, which means that this Bombardier has to be the Poisoner. Yes! Can't pat the bird? No, it worked? Did it? Did it work? Did it work? I hope it worked. Alright. Dreamer. Gem Captain. Number 4 is good. What is number 4? A Slayer. I kind of want to just slay in the dark for Lilith. Learn a role that's among them and one that's not. There's a Bombardier or Lilith. Okay. Let's swing for 9. We found a twin minion. That's great. Then we could also just stab here for... This is either a Bombardier or Lilith. We have to reveal it. It's a Wretch. It's Lilith. No, it's a Wretch. Oh, because the Wretch can register as a random evil minion. Is Lilith is a demon, though. You're a liar. A liar. Okay, well, we're doing good. We have 2 down. We just need 1 more. I am good. That's fantastic. Number 1 is a real dreamer. You are a liar. Do we have any sources of poisoning? We do not. Get out of here. Woo! I'm doing good. No life lost yet. Judge. I'm good. Okay. All right. Nothing great. 1 is evil. 1, 5, or 7. Sucks that 5 is gone. Learn 1 random outcast among them. Okay. Okay. Rambler is great here, actually. Because we can sync people into Rambler to check them. Another Rambler, and we never will get to see what 10 is. So we have 2 Ramblers, which makes no sense. 1 is lying. For sure. So, we want to sync Druid into Rambler, Druid, Baker. Number 6. Oh! An evil just silenced. Get out of here, Druid. Which means this is the actual Rambler, which means that's a minion. Oh, we are... Oh, that was incredible. That couldn't have gone better. That means the original Baker, that's believable. This would have become a Baker, potentially. Pick 1 character, learn if they are lying. 1 is evil, 1, 5, or 7. You are lying. Fantastic. I unlocked a new Rambler skin. Awesome. Okay. 1. Alchemist cured 0 corruptions. Oh man, I didn't see that Lilith was here. Between 4, 8, and 9, there's a minion, an outcast, and a villager. We need 4, 8, and 9 out. So you're saying you're an alchemist under here. Okay. Ooh, you're dizzy. Wasn't Lilith. Right side is more evil, which is risky now that the minion is here. But 4 is theoretically a minion, which would mean 3 is not the real alchemist, which would mean we could swing for 4 and 3. Oh, no, wait. 3 was killed by the demon. Kill a random unrevealed. 3 could be evil, but that's unlikely. This is likely a outsider, which means that our other outcast, the Rambler, is very likely to be true. 1 is the real alchemist. I believe that. Right side is more evil. I could believe that. Minion is 3 cards away from the closest evil. That is... Oh, sorry. That's a lie, Scout. There we go. I'm on a roll now. I'm getting it. Between 6, 8, and 9, there's an outcast, a minion, and a villager. 6, 8, 9. I want all of them revealed. Okay, 2's gone. Okay. So if there is an outcast, it would have to be a lie. You are wrong. Is there poisoning? There is not poisoning. You are just a liar. Right side is more evil. I believe that. I'm 2 cards away from the closest evil. I believe that. No evil's adjacent to me. I do believe that. I believe the Bombardier. I believe the Jester. Between 2, 6, and 9, there's a villager and a minion and an outcast. We don't know what 2 is. 6 could be a villager. 9 is also probably a villager. I don't believe 4. I don't believe 4. Lilith is gone. Learn how many of them are evil. 1, 2, 3. There are 2 evils. That feels correct. True, 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 true. 3 is evil. There we go. I am bluffing the demons, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of it. We're up to Ascension 4 right now. All right. Bombardier. Oh, I hate the Bombardier. This is... Oh, I should say, new person. Hello, I am Gallium Leverett, your steampunk pirate captain. This is a shorter stream today because I've been very busy this week. So I'll probably end up streaming about an hour and a half. But I'm going to keep playing. I'm basically going to go until I lose, is my current plan. And I feel like it's never going to happen because I'm getting the hang of this. Right side is more evil. That feels possible. There are 2 pairs of evils. I don't believe that in our current board setup. What do you think about Bombardier Knitter? Oh, so one of them's lying. But both of them can't be lying unless you're lying. I like getting rid of the Knitter here, but... Oh, slay the Knitter. I couldn't kill number 3. Interesting. We do have... No, wait, we don't have a source of poisoning, I don't think. Oh, okay. So we have 1 too many outcasts. There are... This says there's 2... Both of them say there's 2 players of evil players. Which means... It can't be like 3, 4... Huh. If there's 3 pairs of evil players, it could be... No, it couldn't be this. Both of them could just be lying. Let's get rid of 3. That was a Knitter. You cannot be... Oh, you could be a Bombardier. 5, I believe now. Right side is more evil. Doesn't help us. Yeah, it doesn't help us. If we believe there are 2 pairs of evil players, then if 1 is not... How many outsiders do we have? 1 outcast, and that's all the outcasts we should have. Which could mean that both of these Bombardiers are lying. But then the right side is more evil, which means that the architect... No. So these two can't be both evil. What? It would have to be... What? I'm so lost now. Cool. Just gotta hope you don't run into a 50-50. Yeah. Even when deck view. Checkbox. Where is that? Sorry, there's a checkbox at the bottom of the screen that has your whole deck on it. That lets you see your outcast and evil even when the deck view is closed. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't see that. Hello, Loki. At the bottom of the deck view screen. Oh. Pin deck view to board. Oh, I see. Okay. So we can always see what evils there are, I guess. So, we have a puppeteer. We have no sources of poisoning. If the architect... Both bombardiers can be evil. 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 And of course the puppet would make their... The puppet would make their... Oh, that's what it is. Okay. And... Oh, wait. Wait. 5 has to be our evil? 5 has to be our evil. Yes! Yes! There's another ascension. Phenomenal. Okay. Let's do this. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Come on. I'm actually loving this game. Okay. I love the art. I really love the art. Okay. We are dealing with 1 outcast in default, but we have a chancellor, which makes there 2 outcasts. And we're dealing with corruption. Lots of sources of corruption, potentially. Wretch. We have... I cured 2 corruptions. I am dizzy. That's... Okay, lots of interesting stuff there. I am dizzy. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, we can reveal the board. We have a lying out... Okay, we have a lying outsider. Or outcast. We have... A Puka corrupting. We have 2 dizzy confessors. And an alchemist claimed to cure corruptions, which would make both of them evil. This is weird. Yeah, it is like 1 player blood on the clock tower. Learn 1 random outcast among them, if any. We could confirm one of these as being the actual outcast, maybe, but that's not... I feel like it's better to go Wretch, Alchemist, Confessor, and just see... Oh, I did 1, 2, 8. Okay. Among 1, 2, and 8, there are no outcasts. So you say the Wretch isn't an outcast, but probably registers an evil minion, so that makes sense. I'm stupid! Okay. The Druid? The Confess... I feel like we swing at the Confessor. The Confessor... This Confessor is a good one to swing at, I think. Actually, let's see. Does the Plague Doctor... You say they're not corrupted. Yeah, let's swing at the... Yes, so we got the Chancellor. Which means one of these 2 is likely an actual one. If you cure 2 corruptions, that's just not possible. You are evil or corrupted yourself, my good friend. So you don't cure yourself. This Confessor could also be evil. Puka is 1 card away for the closest evil. I cannot lie. If I'm evil or corrupted. No, yeah, it's if I am evil or corrupted. Puka is 1 card away from the closest evil. Okay. Let's Jester the top 3 and see what it says. There are 2 evils. Okay. That would suggest Wretch is Wretch or evil, and that our Plague Doctor is a good Plague Doctor. So if we have a good Plague Doctor, we have both sides are equally evil. I believe that. Maybe we swing at this Wretch. No, let's swing at this Confessor first. Oh, we got our Puka. That makes sense. Our Alchemist and our Scout can both be corrupted then. So 6 cannot be evil. 6 cannot be evil because 6 is claiming that both sides are equally evil. And if that was true, and 6 being evil would make that true. So we have 6 as a confirmed good. 5 cannot be evil because the only way 5 could be evil was if 9 was evil, and there's not enough evils left to allow that to happen. So unless 5 is specifically corrupted by the Plague Doctor, let's swing it. So the Chancellor has put an outcast next to them. Where is our minion? I feel like our Druid. No. Our minions here or here, I think. I guess statistic. Let's try our Wretch. Nope, our Wretch is a Wretch. Which means that our Plague Doctor is good, which means our Rambler is our minion. Woo! There we go. Yeah, I don't want to look. Yeah. Wretches are always real. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Okay. We won't be able to reveal someone until the witch is dead. 1 is evil, 1, 3, or 10. So let's reveal all of them. 3 cards away from corrupted. That would suggest the fortune teller or the slayer. Let's look for who's next to them, because those are Puka candidates. Curing 1 corruption is possible and would point 3 as corrupted. Let's see. How many outcasts should we have? 1 outcast with no outcast manipulation, which means one of these outcasts is lying. So let's have our fortune teller check 1 and 8. Yeah, you are corrupted or you're just lying, which means that 10 is telling the truth or 3 is evil, which means that we should slay 3. If you couldn't slay 3, then I think we can probably trust all that. Which means 3 is probably corrupted. 6 is evil, 3 is corrupted. Let's try swinging at 6. Oh, I love, whoa. Okay, I gotta stretch while the cannons are fired. I'll stretch and I'll hydrate. It's an interesting one. I think we can go for 6. That confirms our Plague Doctor, so we can go for the Bombardier. We got 1 left. Oh, our Witch is gone. We can reveal the last 2. Puka's 4 cards away from the closest evil. That would mean 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wow. So that would make it the Empress. Which is likely. I cured 1 corruption. Believable if the Empress is the Puka. Yes! Got it. I have hydrated. There you go. Double hydrate for free. All right. Bard. Oh, wait. Wait, what? 1 demon? That's it? We just have to find a Puka? Okay. Sure. There's only one evil. That's the truth. There are no minions. That's the truth. Oh, wow. Oh, corrupted. You're lying. There we go. That was easy. What was that level in the middle of it? What's going... Wait, again? What? Okay. We got a drunk that we have to deal with, but just Puka and drunk and a lot of corruption. 156, there's a villager, a demon, and an outcast. Right side is more evil, which would imply that the demon is on the right side. Do you see a drunk between these two? There's a drunk or a Puka. Okay. And this is actually a tough one because we have so much drunkenness going around. I like swinging at 2 with a Slayer. All right, let's dream. What do you see? Drunk or a Puka? But one of what? We have no copies. What? One of you is lying, which means one of you is... Found the Puka. That one was like, wait a minute. We have no duplication. Why are you saying the same thing? Okay. Knitter. There's only one pair of evil. We have a Puka and a Shaman, which means we'll have 2 of the same villagers in play. And 1 outsider. 6 is a real Plague Doctor. Okay, this should be our outsider, theoretically. Let's have a look, then. 2 Empresses agreeing, and that's our only duplicates. Oh, wait, we have mediums that agree as well. Oh, okay. So either our mediums are lying. We should check if the Slayer is corrupted. 2 is corrupted and says 1 is evil. Okay. Well, let's swing for 1. Nope. That means that our Plague Doctor is lying. Which means that we can then swing for one of the mediums because one is drunk and the other is the Puka. There we go. This is getting down to a fine science now. But okay, wait. Nothing's stopping us from revealing everything. We have a Poisoner and a Ba. We have no forms of duplicate. Oh, we have an unknown outsider. We could have a form of... The Rambler is either lying and there isn't a Rambler and there's another form of duplication, or a Slayer is lying. Let's have both Slayers try and slay the... Oh, well, that made it easy. No, they're corrupted. Is that how the Rambler works? Wait, is that how the Rambler works? How does the Rambler work? Oh, yes, it would. So that's a corrupted Slayer. That makes sense, which means 3 is probably telling the truth. I've accidentally slayed 7 with 7. You're telling the truth. Number 4 is affected by evil, feels unlikely because the Poisoner and the Ba. Unless the Poisoner is 5. No, 2, you must be lying. Which means 7 must also be lying. There we go. I locked in. I'm so locked in right now. I actually have this down to a fine science. Nothing stopped me from revealing everything. Okay. 1 outsider, and it's the Wretch. We have Ba and a twin minion. Okay. Left side is more evil. I am Dizzy, Confessor. Wow, okay, that's easy. Twin minion gone. Twin minion is 3 cards away from closest evil, so it's either Scout or it's the... Okay, wait, the Wretch or the Alchemist. The Alchemist says they cured 0 corruption, so that's true. I don't believe you, Scout. No character was affected by an evil is true. Left side is more evil. I think it's just a Scout. There we go. All right, Ascension 6. Okay. All right. I think something weird has happened and it's gone down in difficulty because this feels way easier than before. 2 of the same villager roles in play. We see 2 fortune tellers, which means they're basically confirmed. So yeah, we have 2 confirmed fortune tellers, which means that our lover is lying. We have no source of poisoning. The lover goes. And then if the shaman is too away, then the druid is a shaman. Easy. Yeah, it's gonna need to make it a little more challenging on me, or I'm just gonna keep absolutely slamming through this. 2 outcasts. Because of the chancellor, there should be a third. Evils are not adjacent to each other. That feels unlikely with a wretch in play. That feels very unlikely with a wretch in play. Let's look for hidden outsiders. Among 5, 6, and 7, there's a wretch. You're just straight up wrong. Get out of here. A drunk! There was a hidden drunk. Okay, finding that drunk is very useful, though. Finding that drunk is super useful. Because that confirms that our 2 remaining druids are probably... No, wait, they aren't good. No, they aren't good. They're probably bad. But we can now confirm if I do this. You're lying. You're also lying. What? Both of them are lying. There's no poisoning in play. Okay, got him. All right. Sometimes I'm like, is it that simple? Have I solved it? And I just have. Okay, we're getting back up in difficulty. We got 3 evils now. I can't reveal the last one. I should have checked if there was a witch. That is my bad. No character was affected by an evil. That is true. Does the witch not count? I guess it's not affecting a character. It's affecting my abilities. So I believe the witness. 1 is good. We have a slayer here. Okay, let's check if you're lying. 4 is telling the truth. So we could slay. So we have sort of a confirmation chain here going on. I could go for the knight. Okay, Plague Doctor the Knight. 4 is evil, 2 is corrupted. I couldn't kill 3. I couldn't kill 3. I think we have to believe this Plague Doctor. So you say 4 is evil. In this world, both of them would be good? No, wait, one of them would be bad. There's 1 evil. That makes sense. That makes sense. No, wait, that doesn't make sense. 1 of 5 and 7 have to be evil, right? Unless the hidden outside... Okay, wait. Wait. Let's just swing for 4. They are a gem crafter, which means our Plague Doctor is lying, which means that 2 isn't corrupted, which means they shouldn't be able to die. Which they could die because they're a Ba. Among 5 and 7, there is an evil, which is believable. Both said they couldn't kill, which means that 1 must be Plague Doctored. And 1 must be... I got lucky. I actually did get lucky. Drunk and witch. I got very lucky. That was just straight up 50-50. All right. Okay. It's gotten easier again. Oh, gotta pat the clockwork. Gotta pat the clockwork. I love the Rambler. I think that's based off a streamer. And it's quotes that streamer has said. I'm not sure though. Okay. So one of these outsiders is lying to us. We know that for sure. Which means that I think we also can confirm the 2 druids. So the 2 druids are telling the truth. Which means if we do this, shuts up the puka must be next to that druid. Among 1, 4, and 8, there are no outcasts. So you're lying? Or you're telling the truth and the Rambler is fake? What? Just what? What? Huh? You cured 1 corruption. Closest evil is clockwise. There are 2 evils. Number 2 is not corrupted. Which means they're telling... I'm going to swing at this Plague Doctor because that gives me information. Which means that this Rambler is lying. Which means that number 2 is telling the truth. But is poisoned. Which means that number 1 must be... what? The Puka. Corrupted. Why did you shut up the Rambler? It can fake ramble? It can fake ramble. So even though the druid was completely good, it can fake ramble. Oh, that's awful. I didn't know that. Okay. Good to know. Rambler's BS. Okay, we're just looking for a Puka. Wow, that's easy. Closest evil is equidistant. What are you talking about? You must be corrupted. Which means that it's either 6 or 2. 1 is evil, 1, 4, or 5. That feels wrong. Try going for that. Couldn't kill 2. You could be Plague Doctor corrupted. It says you aren't. Which means by that logic, if you aren't corrupted and you couldn't kill 2, 2 must not be evil, which means that 2 could be corrupted, but 2 isn't. You are corrupted. You could be Plague Doctor corrupted. You could also be Puka corrupted. 1 was affected by an evil is true, which means you can't be corrupted, which means the Puka can't be 4 or 2, which means the Puka has to be 6 or the Puka... yeah, the Puka has to be 6. Yes! Woo! Hello, Sheefy42. Okay. How many can be lying in 1 round? It's chaos. So up here, so in this round, I'll explain this time, right? So we have 1, I'll go slower and explain everything. We have 1 demon, 2 minions in play. So that's 3 guaranteed liars. Then the poisoner causes 1 to be corrupted, which adds a liar. So we have 4 liars in play. That's what we know for sure. So we have 3 evil and 1 good liar. So. Okay. So let's see. Let's check. So we could actually, we have to worry about Lilith. So we have a Rambler, which is theoretically our 1 outsider. We have a Druid. 1 random outcast among them. Let's check this Rambler early. There's a Wretch. Do we just swing at the Druid assuming there's no Wretch here? I'm going to swing at this Druid. I'm going crazy. That's a corrupted Druid. That's information. That could mean this Rambler is a poisoner. That could mean number 3 over here is a poisoner. Ooh, 8's gone. Interesting. 5 was affected by evil. All right. Interesting. 1, 8, 9. There's a Wretch. We have a poisoner. This gambler could be a liar. 1 is evil. 2, 4, 5. 2 is not evil. 4 could be evil. 5 was supposedly affected by evil. If 1 is Lilith, then this could be wrong. And that would also... no, wait, because the Wretch would mean... no, wait, that would... I'm 1 card away from the closest evil. Hunter is telling the truth. We have... this is true. Hunter is true. Which means that Lilith is not the scout. And is not the Wretch. Which is good information. Knowing that, it means that Lilith could be the knitter. Which would mean that 2, 4, and 5, 2 would have to be evil, which would mean that 5 would have to be evil, and 4 would have to be evil. So that feels unlikely. would make more sense that 3 is evil and is dobbing in 3 goods, which would poison the druid. I'm swinging for the Empress. Oh, it was Poisoner Lilith's minion. That's rough. That's rough. Okay. All right. Man. Yeah, it's very inspired by Blood on Clock Tower. You have Sherrod's Innocence. So I think you're thinking of Werewolf. Werewolf would be the game I'm thinking of. As like your classic, or Mafia is another classic social deduction game. Man. The Outcast math. You're right. The Outcast. Okay. I get to reveal everything this one. That's nice. Free revealing everything. It's when you can't reveal everything that's rough. Okay. We have one more outcast than we should. 3 or 4 being the puppeteer makes sense. 3 is a... If 3 is the puppeteer, 2 won't die. And there is no reason that 2 shouldn't die, so we can free swing on 2. 2 is not evil. Cool. Awesome. Right side is more evil. Seems correct if there's a puppeteer over here. Puppeteer is 1 card away from the closest evil. That's always correct. So the poet is telling the truth. So the poet can't be evil. The poet can't be evil. The knight can't be evil. So I think that 3 is our puppeteer. 3 is our rambler, which means that 4 is our puppeteer. Which means that 5 is our puppeteer. Is our puppet. Which means that the right side isn't more evil. Which means that you must be lying. Which means that the puka is the dreamer, or the puka is the architect. 6 is saying the truth. 7 is the puka. Bang! That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Death is information. I gotta use my Blood on the Clock Tower logic. Death is information. You could strategically use 1 death to get information. A Ba Witch combo means we won't get to reveal everything. 2 agreeing bishops is really interesting, considering there's no reason unless we have a duplicator. Plague Doctor's suspicious. Hunter, 3 cards away. That's really suspicious. I'd say the knight is evil. Let's just swing at the knight. The knight is good. Number 3 is a real hunter. I believe that. I am good. So if 3 and 7 are villager outcast, 5 would have to be a minion. Or just both of these. Occam's Razor says one of these 2 are bad. Let's try this. 1 is not corrupted. Yeah, Occam's Razor, which is... Yeah, they're bad. Occam's Razor. Occam's Razor, they're bad. Okay. There's our outsider, theoretically. We have a lot of false information going around, so a Plague Doctor is very useful. Puka is 1 card away from closest evil. I am 1 card away from the closest evil. So this hunter, right? This hunter cannot be next to the Puka. And cannot be next to the poisoner being poisoned. This hunter has to be next to the poisoner, or is Plague Doctor poisoned? Dizzy. I think Plague Doctoring the hunter makes the most sense because we find the poisoner if the Plague Doctor doesn't hit. 7 is evil, 4 is corrupted. So that's saying that the Plague Doctor, so we swing on the Plague Doctor, death is information. That is a true Plague Doctor, which means 4 is corrupted, which means that the poisoner has to be next to 4, which means they can't be the Puka. Which means that 7 is evil, so we can just swing at 7. Who is the Puka? So we now know that they are guaranteed to get wrong information. So I can do Scout Dreamer, Poisoner, or Puka, which means that the Poisoner nor the Puka can be amongst them, which means this is our poisoner. What? What? Plague Doctor poisoning! Oh! I forgot the Plague Doctor could be the thing poisoning the hunter! When there's that much poisoning going around, it gets so tough. Wow, the scout had true information. I thought the scout was for sure. No, of course the scout had true information. Because we knew where the puka was. So we knew the scout had true information or was the poisoner. So why would we swing at 5? Because I didn't think for long enough. Outcast math. Okay. Wow, we have to get it this time or the run's over. We've got 1 life left on Village 7. So 1 demon, 1 minion deck. Shaman Ba. No real poisoning. Shaman is 3 cards away from closest evil. Okay, wait. This is a reveal everything situation. Okay. We have a Wretch. Wretch means that 2 pairs of evil is possible. I've cured 0 corruptions. That tracks. I'm 1 card away from the closest evil. That tracks, potentially. 2 judges is confirmed. Shaman confirms those 2 judges. So we need to use these shamans to test. Test the enlightened. They're lying. It was a shaman. The hunter is therefore telling the truth. Which means that there could only be 2 pairs if the scout... which is also lying. Bang! Bang, Ascension 7. Woo! This is feeling good. Okay, there are 3 evils among all characters. Find and kill them. This is... I love this game, can I just say. I would love for more content to be added to it, I think. Like, this is still the, like, pre-release or something along those lines. So I'm sure that more will be added. But I am absolutely loving this game. Okay. Shaman is really cool. Wretch. We have Lilith, which is a problem. I don't like Lilith. Rambler. Rambler. One of these Ramblers is the Chancellor. Do you want to hear the story of the most unhinged rounds you played? Absolutely. Okay, do I just swing at a Rambler? And then I could just swing at the other one if I'm wrong? I am enjoying the game so far. I am trying to figure out which... So, Lilith makes everything really interesting. Because Lilith means that you kind of want to take early risky swings before things are taken off the board. Because if you can hit Lilith, it's fantastic. So I almost want to swing at one of these Ramblers. Evils were Lilith, Poisoner, and Puppeteer. Outcast was Drunk. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Yeah, wait. Not telling the truth. Evil. I'm trying to think. So, not telling the... Like, poisoned. So, Poisoner, poisoned. Poisoned thing. Lilith, poisoned thing. Puppeteer, puppeted. Drunk. Yeah, you'd have 1 townsfolk information. 1 townsfolk information and then 1 puppet information. That's rough. Okay. I'm gonna reveal one. I'm the original baker. I love seeing a baker. I love seeing a baker. That gives us so much information. 2 is good. I like that. That makes swinging at 3 very appetizing. 1 evil is adjacent to me. I love that. That could be 3. I was an empress. I love that. And then we reveal 9. No evils adjacent to me. Becomes a baker. I think 9 should have become a baker. Wait, 9 isn't seeing a wretch. Get out of here, 9. There are so many reasons 9 was suspicious. 3's really suspicious as well. 3 was a Rambler, which means that our evils are 2 and 5. There we go. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Okay. Yeah, the playtest is public on Steam. If you're, oh no, I actually love the Baker. The Baker is probably my favorite card. Because the Baker gives you so much information and is also really hard to puzzle out. I really like the Baker. Seeing the Baker, I love the Baker. Alright. Oh, wow. Yeah, hunters can be really interesting. Rather have the roles she converted than additional bakers. You see, I like it because it simplifies my board state. Makes it easier. Oh, well, here's the hunter saying they're 4 cards away from the closest evil. You might be about to predict what's about to happen. Epicity? I'm going with Epicity. It's a hunter. Wow, yeah. That's crazy. Oh, wait, we have Lilith. I'm 4 cards away from the closest. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was a hunter. You're a liar. Bye, minion. The hunter could be telling the truth, and there are no minions here. And all our evils are topside. That's interesting. The hunter could be telling the truth. And then these, like, 2 of our remaining evils could be here. Okay, let's reveal where our 489 is potential. No evils adjacent to me. I don't believe that. Let's try hunter minion. Among 1 and 5, there's a hunter or minion. I don't believe you. I believe this is a hunter. One is telling the truth. Yeah, I don't believe you. No, you are a dreamer? Which means that this must not be a hunter. A drunk! Oh, I didn't see! I got completely thrown off. That drunk threw me for a loop. Oh. Oh, wow, that is a gem crafter lineup. Oh. Alright. There's our first heart gone on this ascension. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, the game was like, oh, you couldn't solve that one? We'll have a single demon round because you're that bad. Closest evil is equidistant. It's the judge or the poet. Yeah. Okay. I thought for a second I went too fast. Okay, now it's like, oh, you want it to go that fast? Have everything back. Okay. Puka Minion Shaman Plague Doctor. We know for a fact the Plague Doctor is the truth. I was a baker, but there was no other baker, which means that our baker is corrupted or evil. Number 4 is not corrupted, which means we swing at number 4. There's our Puka, which means that they are poison, which means number 1 can't be good or number 3 is bad. There's our Shaman. Clovist evil is equidistant. That would mean that number 3 is also evil? Or is our... Okay, could be our Plague Doctor. Also thinks close is evil. Oh, there we go. Wow, that one I just trucked straight through. Exactly 5 characters and all 5 of them were claiming to be Gem Crafter. That's crazy. It's like a Legion game in Blood on the Clock Tower, where it's like, what do you mean we have 4 clock makers? 4 clock makers and all of you have different numbers. Alright. I'm 3 cards away from the closest evil. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oracle 4, 6 is a minion. Slayer. Okay. I think that 4 is a good stab if we have no... There is no way that you are not drunk in some form, Hunter. Unless 1, 2, 3. 1, 2... No. Yeah, no way. Okay. 2 is good. Crazy to say. 1, 9, and 10. I would assume 1 is the villager, 9 is the outcast. Wait, what? No, wait, we don't have a drunk. No, you're just wrong. Which means that 4 could be our Puka. Or 4 could... What? Ha! Okay. A hunter or a dreamer is lying. Let's swing at this hunter. It's a corrupted hunter. Which means that this hunter could be telling the truth. Which would make this dreamer the true dreamer. There's a Puka or hunter. Number 1 isn't the Puka. There's a Puka or shaman. Number 1... Okay, you two don't agree with each other. which means this is a hunter, which means you're probably the puka. Oh, wait. No, wait. Why would I think that's a puka? Because then that would... I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm a dumb. I'm a dumb. I've heard of cloth take fairy. Yeah, me too. I've heard of half a dozen. Yeah, that's... I feel like the absolute classic of Blood on the Clock Tower is any script which has the any role which is like really easy to fall back onto or to back off of. Like, oh, pacifist, everyone's a pacifist. I'm a pacifist. You're a pacifist, right? Oh, we're all pacifists. It's just a classic. Okay. Let's see what we have. We've got 2 evils and an outsider. No outsider manipulation, but 3 effective evils because of a puppeteer. One of our lovers is lying. No, wait, we have a hidden outsider. One of our puppeteers could be telling the truth. Okay, you think one of the lovers is evil. I think that we should swing at a lover. If you think 3, 6, or 8 is evil, and you think the ba is 1 card away from the closest evil, then I think 7 is a good one, and then we swing at 6, which is the puppet. Woo! There we go. 8 is telling the truth. 1 could be easily telling the truth. 6 would confirm 3 and 8, which would then confirm the enlightened as the ba. Woo! There we go. Let's actually use our active info rolls. Alright. Okay. These are crazy. Like, I can tell that this game could get nuts, I feel like. Especially what I want for this game, what I pray for this game is workshop content. I don't know how hard it would be, but I want people to be able to mod in their own cards. Because custom scripts could go crazy in this game. There are already mods? Oh, phenomenal. You know, actually, you know a game that I really want to play on stream, but not even maybe the story of it, because I've watched the story of it? I want to play the mod of Inscription. The endless mods of Inscription. Because that would be phenomenal. Okay. Let's look over here. I'm probably not going to be able to play for too much longer, but it's been a great stream. Thank you all for coming. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for those who have dropped a follow. I'll do a quick little thing. If you are interested in catching future streams, that's the best way to do it on my Discord. It's where I remember to post things. But if you want to follow. If you don't want to follow, that's completely fine. I just want to entertain people however they want to be entertained. Most are currently outdated, but Skill Cycler is a mod. Interesting. I'll have to have a look into that. Left side is more evil. Okay, let's reveal the left side. Wretch on the left. Oh, Wretch in the middle is interesting. Closest evil is clockwise. So these two are sort of collaborating with each other. 2 Slayers, we don't have duplication unless it's our outsider, which it only is if the Wretch isn't real, so both Slayers should slay the Wretch. Oh, slaying a Wretch. Oh no. Well, you're lying. Bye, Poisoner. Which means that 1 is poisoned, which means that the right side is more evil, which means that our enlightened is our ba. It's fine. It's fine. I keep forgetting that the Wretch is always real. Oh, wait. Real Wretch? Real Bombardier, maybe? We do have an unknown potential outsider. We got a Poisoner. We got a ba. All right. Baker, I was a Slayer. No, you weren't. Bye. That's why I love the Baker. Evil disguised Bakers are guaranteed to be caught. Like... near guaranteed, at least. One is evil, 1, 6, or 7. You cured 0 corruptions. I believe that. Assuming the Poisoner is like here. No, wait. Assuming the poisoner is here and poisoned here. That's the only way. Which means I should do this. Couldn't kill one. Closest evil is clockwise. Which would implicate the poet. That's a drunk poet. Whoa, the bombardier is evil. You tried, poisoner. Good thing I hit the poet. Good thing I hit the poet. Wait, who? Thank you so much for the follow, Wingadon. Thank you. I really appreciate it. We're getting scarily close to 100. When I hit 100, well, this Mega Stream Monday, I promised to play Tomodachi Life. So if it happened before then, I couldn't. But after I hit 100, the next Monday, which is Sunday for Americans, I will play a horror game on stream for like 8 hours. This is like a puzzle game. Yeah, it's really cool. I got one of the skins. I got a skin for the talker or whatever it is, the yapper. The I think it's a reference to Northern Lion, if I'm correct. It's a reference to a streamer, I'm pretty sure. The Rambler, yeah. The Wretch. The Lover. Oh, you liar. Do we have any drunkenness? We do have a drunk. So that could be our drunk. Oh, wait. Could be a drunk baker as well. We either have a drunk lover and a drunk baker. I feel like we just swing at both of them and say, oh, we could have 2 drunks. 2 drunks is very possible. Between 1, 2, and 7, there's an outcast, a villager, and a minion. That could be our villager. That could be our drunk outcast. That could be our minion. These 2 would then corroborate each other. 3, 4, 7 being evil would frame 3. Let's swing at 3. No. Well, yeah, let's swing at 3 because then we can confirm 3 and use their ability. And it wasn't 3, which means that the lover is the drunk, which means the baker is the boss. Boom! Woo! Alright, we're on to Ascension 8. This is crazy. I'm doing surprisingly well at this. I thought I would do much, much worse. I'll be fully honest. I thought I was going to do awfully at this. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right. Let's go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We have an unknown outsider, which are the scariest. Evils are not adjacent to each other. 1 is evil, 2, 3, or 7. Left side is more evil between 1, 3, and 6. Closest evil. Wait, one of these poets is lying. Or is the doppelganger. Which means we want to learn between these 2 and the druid. There is a doppelganger. Okay, if the doppelganger is our outsider, then the chancellor must be the bishop or the knitter. But I believe that it's the bishop. Because the knitter's information makes more sense than the bishop's. There we go. Huge. Which confirms, I think, this whole side. Which then means that this is in question. Boom! Boom! There's a cat next to you? Oh, incredible news. Couldn't have better news. 10? Oh, this just got so much harder. 10 with a puka. At least I get to reveal everything. And I know that the Plague Doctor is our only outsider. So this is not too bad. I'm 1 card away from a corrupted character. Okay, wait. 8 is a real witness. 8 was affected by evil. Let's check that. 8 is not corrupted. But then there's no other witness. Which means that 8 can't be affected by evil. Which means that 8 must be evil. Which means that 10 must be evil. Which means that our Slayer is poisoned, so that's pointless. Our Lover is poisoned, so that's pointless. Between 1, 4, and 9 would mean that our minion is number 4. When number 4 does have wrong information. But they are. No, they do have right information. So the Plague Doctor must have corrupted the Bishop or the Architect. Must have been the Bishop, which means the Knitter must be our liar. It was just a minion wedged between that was poisoned, so it was impossible to detect. Oh, wait, I should have known, because if it was on the right side, the architect would have been poisoned. Da. Da. Da, 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 da. Alright. That's fine. And it lowered us back down in difficulty. It was like, that was a bit too much for you. Alright. Oh, this is one where it hits. I didn't notice that. Okay. That's not good. I was a witness? You were a liar is what you were. Puppeteer Lilith. Alright. Plague Doctor. This must be a Plague Doctor. If it is. Yeah, this must be a Plague Doctor. So we can't even check 5. 4 was affected by evil. If we believe that, then we can... You cured 1 corruption? I think we could swing at 5 pretty safe. Yes. Woo. Good, 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 good. 6 was a puppeteer. 6 or 8 is a puppeteer. 9 is good. I cured 1 corruption. That's very possible that they cured 1 corruption. Pick 2 characters, learn a role. So I want to pick Lilith and Bombardier and see what happens. Wait, what? I can't pick Bombardier? What? Okay, there we go. Among 2 and 5. Cat says meow meow. Wonderful. Yeah, that's the trick. The Twinions are... Okay. Among 2 and 5, there's a Baker or a Bombardier. So the Bombardier is confirmed for sure. So this is a Bombardier. I guess that... but the Dreamer is also confirmed. So our Dreamer is confirmed. Which means that... That's good. 9 being good means that 9 couldn't be the puppeteer. Because 9 couldn't be puppeted by 8. But 8 could be puppeted by 9. Though then who would be corrupted? So I think we swing at 6. Wait, let's see what 4 says. 9 is lying. But 9 was corrupted. Oh, and the puppet was unseen. 9 being corrupted was the worst case scenario there. It hid any other corruption. It made it really seem like they were telling the truth. Oh, this could be the run. We're down to 2 hearts and we're only on village 2. Evil's math? Man. Oh, I missed. I once again missed. It's a Lilith. I hate Lilith the most. I hate Lilith the most because not getting to see cards is rough. Okay, 2 outsiders, and these are only 2 outsiders. These are 2 confirmed outsiders unless this is an outsider. So we should Jester the 3 of them, maybe? Which would suggest... This is confirmed good, so a Jester between the 3 of them would confirm all 3. No, wait, it wouldn't because of Wretch. Wait, yeah, this should give exactly 1 evil. Okay, our Jester's confirmed. We have the Plague Doctor that this supposedly cured 1 corruption, but it could be corrupted itself. So we can Plague Doctor it to confirm it isn't. Which then means that number 5 being affected by evil feels impossible. Unless it's being affected by its own ability, and it is evil. 4, 6, and 7, there is a minion, an outcast, and a villager. That's not possible. I think you're lying. There's a minion. We just need 1 more evil. If Lilith is 1 card away, it's 9. Yes! The Wretch? I like the Wretch, but it's weird. It reminds me of... It's the same as the, Recluse. I love the Recluse, because of its interaction with the marionette in Blood on the Clock Tower. I really need to get a group of people together to run Blood on the Clock Tower on stream. I really want to. I need to hit Lilith before they take out even more, preferably. 3 or 5 is the Chancellor, 6 is evil. 5 is the Plague Doctor, 6 is the Wretch. So that's the truth, which means 5 might be the Chancellor that brought... Yeah. Fantastic. Which means you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth, you're telling the truth. You two are our outsiders. You're good, which means that there's 2 evils among these. 1 is evil, 1, 3, or 8. Good, good. Okay, I swing at 9, then I swing at 8. Okay, that's our Lilith's gone. We can reveal the remaining... Okay, it didn't deal damage because Lilith was gone. Fantastic. I was a baker. That's true. There are 2 pairs of evil. That's false. That's true? Is there a Plague Doctor that's leading 1? Is 7 our hidden Plague Doctor? Oh no. So 1, 3, and 8. So 8. Oh wait, I should have known 8 was confirmed. Yeah, wait, no. 1, 3, and 8 means that 8 is confirmed. Yeah, 1 is confirmed. 1 is confirmed. 6 could be an actual evil. The baker must be evil, but the baker's telling the truth, which means that... Wait, what? There's a poisoner. Someone's poisoned. But it can't be... What? Okay. So number 2 is good. Number 3 is good, getting good and true information. Number 4 is getting good and true information. Number 5 is the Chancellor that brought number 6 into the game. Which means that number 7 is good. Number 8 is good and getting true information. Which means that 10 must be the poisoner. Yes. It was a poisoner claiming they were the baker. That's crazy. Oh, hello, Skill Cycler. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Oh, everyone's here. I feel like there's a ton. I feel like there are a ton of people. I was not expecting this game to be as popular, but clearly it's a very popular. All right. Let's go ahead and see what I can do. All right. Bond Puppeteer, we are good to free everything. It is a good game. I do have to say that I love... This is my kind of game. This is my kind of game. Okay, guaranteed one of these 2 are lying. 1 or 5 is a puppet. Oh, well, that doesn't help me, but it probably means that 3 is good and 2 or 4 is the puppeteer. If 2 evils are adjacent to you, that's not possible unless... No, wait, that's very possible. We should kill the knight. The knight didn't die. The knight didn't die, which means that the lover is getting wrong information. Which means that this is probably the case. That means that 2 is evil, which is the puppeteer, which means that the puppet is the druid, which means that the gemcaster is Ba. Boom! Alright. We may only be on 2 goes left. I love the baker. I think the baker's fun. I really like the baker. I think it adds interesting mechanics. Ooh, Puka Minion. That's okay. So we have 2 source. Oh wait, that is just one of these 2 are lying. This is a lie. Number 2 or number 4 is a minion. 1 is evil. 2, 3. So a lot of people are saying 2 is evil. But I think 4 is evil. Let's get 4. 4 is not evil. No character was affected by evil. And they're not corrupted. Which means that the Puka hit... The Puka must be here and hit... Yeah, the Puka is there. Wow, that confirmed it. Because then the Puka had to hit the Rambler and the Minion. That's really fascinating. Oh, thank you for the following. Wait, did I already say thank you for the follow? Oh, my brain. Oh, my brain. I think I did. Yes. A witness says no character was affected by an evil. It must be truthful. Huh. Oh, because it sees itself otherwise. Oh, I forgot. I should have been paying more attention. Well, anyway, so far there wasn't really anything to give it away. I can't reveal because of a witch. Okay. Number 5 was affected by an evil. Well, that's true because it just got swat at by Lilith. So number 7, I believe. 7 is lying? No. There's no poisoning. As far as I'm aware. Yeah, that has to be Lilith. Okay. 3 cards away from the closest evil is a false statement. You're corrupted? Oh, the plague doctor. 3 is evil because 1 is corrupted. There's our chancellor. Which means it's a 50-50. Potentially. Wait, what was their old thing? That's right. What was your old thing? A dreamer. So a dreamer would pick 2 characters, learn a role that's among them and one that is not. So I want to dream the jester and Lilith. There's a witch or a judge. Which means that there can't be a witch. Which means the witch must be 7 or 6. Which means that this is true. Which means if we do 1, 2, 3, we know it's 6. The wretch! A hidden wretch! A hidden wretch is brutal! Oh, wow! Oh, come on! Oh, that's brutal. That's the worst card to not be able to see. That is by far the worst card to not be able to see. That wasn't an outcast math moment. This one was pretending to be an outcast. They were pretending to be a rambler. The outcast math was mathing. With Chancellor here, this, like, one of these being converted, one of these being the started outcast. It was just brutal. I wasn't even missing an outcast. I was missing one if I'd known this was the witch, but I had no way of knowing. Rough. Very, very rough. All right. Yeah, the witch. Wait. Don't be wrong, be correct instead. Yeah, that's rough. Okay, wow, 2. We have 2 to go on 1 health. We have to play perfect. It's Lilith again. 2 is good. 9 was affected by evil. A judge. A judge that is likely poisoned. Meaning that we should check their neighbors. This slayer should slay 8. If they couldn't, this judge should see 8 as good. But sees it as lying. But evil... I was a medium. Get out. Drunk! It was a drunk. 'Twas in fact a drunk. Okay. Well, we have a confirmed outsider. Any other outsiders that show up, we know to just swing at. I was a medium. No, you weren't. There's our witch. Our witch is gone. Which means we should reveal the rest. 3 is a real knitter. I am 2 cards away from the closest evil. 9 was affected by evil. Said 8 is lying, but it's telling the truth. There's nothing about 9 that was affected by evil. Why did I swing at 9? That was just a brain fart. I was like, I know 2's evil. I know 2's evil because it wasn't affected. Stabs 9 anyways. That was a brain fart. Oh, that was so easy. That was so free. Okay. Wait, did that just start me back on the last ascension? I see. Okay. Let's go to the menu. So we've unlocked endless deck building. Build your own village. Save 6 villages to complete the... What is deck building? Oh, this is probably the one... This is the final story mode, probably. This is actually the final story. Yeah, that's what... Okay. I think I might come back to deck building on another stream. 10 endless in a row? Never mind then. Endless... Endless I might have to do on another stream. Because I have to go soon. Yeah, so I will come back and play endless on another stream. So let's try deck building. That's what we'll do. And we'll just play through the bugs. We'll play through the bugs and try deck building. And then once we do a run of deck building, that will likely be the end of the stream. Pick new character. Let's grab... I like Oracle. I love Lover. I love... Poet's fun. Scout or Bishop? Bishop, I always struggle with. Scout is... Both of those are rough. I'll take Scout. Bard can be very nice. Deck building gives you more points if you leave some characters unrevealed when you stab evil. Oh, interesting. Good to know. Pick new character, Rambler or Enlightened. I'd rather have Enlightened. Okay. 5 good, 1 Chancellor, which has created a Bombardier. Alright. Good to know. But the unless we have 2... Closes evil is clockwise. So let's just go this way. There's a Bombardier. So either the Enlightened is our Chancellor or the Bombardier is... Wait. We can get really fancy really fast. We can stab the Enlightened and then stab 5 and have it confirmed. Boom. Boom. Okay. 1 extra gold for each unrevealed character. Yeah, there we go. I hope I get my health back. Pick 2 characters to learn if any of them are evil. Pick 1 character to learn if they are lying. I like Fortune Teller. Oh, and I can buy... Oh, wait. Health doesn't regen. Okay. Let's grab the Confessor. Health does regenerate. Oh, okay. +1 health would be like +1 permanent health, I guess, then. I am Wait, we have a poisoner. No evils adjacent. Which would make this poisoner poison them. Which would make sense. Okay. Corrupted. So we're going to start over. That run... Okay, so our first time playing the deck building mode. The first time we're playing deck building. Let's have a crack at it. All right. Let's go Poet. Let's go Architect. Let's go Lover. Let's go Empress. Let's go Dreamer. And let's go Baker. All right. A Shaman. So we'll have copies. All right. Sadly, in a Shaman world, I really... Okay, original Baker... Architect became Baker. Lover's confirming. Oh, Dreamer. It's the Dreamer. Great. All right. Let's do the Enlightened. I won't have enough money, so I'll just skip. All right. Bishop tells you everything Empress does, but more. Does it? Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. But the Bishop often over-confuses me. The Empress, it's easier to tell if the Empress is lying than the Bishop, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I made a dumb choice. That's fine. Both sides are equally evil. So either this is the minion or this is the minion. Cool. Okay, this does see twin minion. So that, okay, does see twin minion. Which is means one of these two are the minion. Lover sees this is not the minion. Minion. Done. Easy. I love the knight. I also love the slayer. I think I'm going to go with the slayer. The fallback placeholder role that doesn't actually exist. Oh, good to know. Interesting. I didn't know there were specific things Lang did. Yeah, I did notice the Gravedigger, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen a Gravedigger. Learn a good character in its role. I do love Gemcraft. I guess medium is a better Gemcrafter using your logic. So let's use Gemcrafter. Medium, sorry. Baker. I'm the original Baker. Oh, give me a ton of Bakers. Let's Baker chain, right? Two mediums that see each other. No evils. No Bakers? I can't reveal. So this is either the new Baker or this is a Baker. 3, 4, 7 are evil. We have no duplication. We have no duplication. Oh! Oh, I didn't know you could know exactly what happens when they lie. That helps so much. Okay. Anyways, it's these two. Pick 2 characters, learn if any of them are evil. Pick 3 characters, learn how many of them are evil. I love the Bard. I love the Bard. Let's go also and grab the... Well, actually, let's keep our town more simple and save up money. Okay. 1 is evil, 2, 3, or 9. Let's look at 2, 3, and 9. 2 is the Rambler. 3 is the Baker. 9 is the Architect, saying the right side is more evil. Interesting. I think we're gonna have to reveal some more. 5 has been affected by evil. That would make 5 the Puppeteer or the Shaman. Close evil is counterclockwise. That would make 4 the Puppeteer, saying the left side is more evil. Boom. Boom. No. This is the puppet. Which means that 5 hasn't been affected by evil unless there's another enlightened. Which there isn't. Boom! Oh, wait, they're supposed to say I was the original Baker. Oh, that's right. I always forget that. Oh, learn one good character. Let's go for that. I just don't like the bishop. It confuses me too much. Let's grab a knight. Why not? All right. Doppelganger. Okay. Doppelganger is the only outsider available. Good to know. 5 is the real doppelganger. 2 is good. Do doppelgangers tell the truth? Yeah, I think they do. So 2 is a good roll. 1 is evil between 6, 7, and 9. 5 is good. Okay. No evils adjacent. Let's have 6 slay 9. Couldn't kill 9. Suspicious. 5 is the real... 2 mediums say 5 is the real doppelganger. Which is possible if there's a doppel... Wait. Oh, no. Okay, well, there's 2 doppelgangers in play. But one of these pairs is a lie. If 1 and 8 have a doppelganger, then 5 and 7 have a doppelganger, which means 3 and 4 don't have a doppelganger. Close evil is counterclockwise. Close evil is clockwise. These two, neither of these two see each other as evil, which is suspicious. I'm going to swing into one, swing into the other. Bang! Bang! That's how you do it. All right, Jester. Let's do this. Let's also grab a druid, because I like a druid. Puka time! They can be a puppet, but meeting with points at a doppelganger is always truthful. Yeah, true. Okay. Enlighten. Closest evil is counterclockwise. All right, let's just start looking in the counterclockwise direction. Still think it's counterclockwise. Okay. Still think it's counterclock. What is this? 2 is a real gem crafter. 3 is good. What is this? Apparently the evils are all over here. I am the original baker. I was a slayer. I was an architect. And this would become another baker. These 3 feel like bakers. These 3 feel like genuine bakers. Like, because it's just like odds-wise. Which means I don't believe you. We have a puka around. We do have at least 1 doppelganger. But we don't have multiple. Which means that 2 of these enlightens are lying. If you think they're good, I think this can't be the puka, but could easily be a minion or something. And this could be a puka, making this think a minion's good. I think getting rid of this is very useful for our information. There's the puka, which means 3 can't be good. Which means that this is either evil or the witch. Oh, wait, it's... Yes! Yes! Oh, yeah. I think that was genuinely kind of impressive. Let's go. Let's go. That was actually really good. Oh, and there was another medium here. That was the doppelganger. That was our actual doppelganger. There was no enlightened doppelganger. Crazy. Oh, that was a case of the evil team were like, guys, I have an idea of who we should disguise as. I've got an idea, guys. It's gonna go great. It's gonna go great, guys. All right. Compendium. Oh, coming soon. Okay. Wow. Oh, so there's plans to have a lot more cards. A lot more outcasts. A lot more minions. And a lot more demons. Really cool, though. Really, really cool. If we all claim enlightened, one of us has to make it through. Each trial has its own flavor. He doesn't know what's in the vial, but it seems to work. Skins. So there is another skin. Architect. I'm kind of trying to figure out what the skin might be. That's like a witch architect. I do want to unlock all the skins is one thing. I do want to find and unlock all the skins. Does it say why I unlocked the skin? Because I got this skin. Pukas as demons aren't supposed to be able to copy someone who's actually in the village. Oh, well, that's fine. And click achievements. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Pick exactly 2 evil characters with a non-lying fortune teller. Save 10 villages in a row in Endless. Execute a lying architect during Halloween. Well, how am I supposed... Can I just change my clock? I feel like I hope they don't make it that you just can't get skins in the future, like skins that were in the past. I really don't like seasonal achievements. I'll be honest. It makes it so hard to get seasonal achievements. Plan to get it updated on the weekend. Install Wiggedon's mod. Okay. Huh. I'm just gonna copy and make a note of that in my Discord of Wiggedon's mod Demon Bluff. So I can look into that for the next stream. Because that will be the end of playing Demon Bluff on this stream. I'll go to the big just chatting. And I'll put my lo-fi back on. Thank you for all the Demon Bluff players who dropped by. They're gonna be back this year. Okay, guess I gotta play on in October. But yeah, thank you guys for dropping by. I really appreciate it. I mean, honestly, your information was very useful, even if I forgot it over and over and then made very silly mistakes. I mean, I don't remember that happening. I think I was perfect. Sorry for it to be a short stream, but I am genuinely wedging this stream in between having to go out earlier today and having to go out now, like later in the day. So I've like crammed it into the only time slot it can go, because like, oh, Tuesday nope, I'm hanging out with people Tuesday. Wednesday nope, I'm hanging out with people Wednesday. Thursday nope, I was hanging out with people Thursday and had like work and had to go out somewhere. Friday, no, okay, I could do like barely on Friday. Saturday, nope, I can't do Saturday. I'm pretty sure I can't do like I'm gonna see if I could do Saturday or Sunday, but I'm trying. Though my timetable just doesn't want to let me stream. All right. Yeah, number 9 is never affected by evil. Shake, shake, shake. Shake. They weren't affected by evil? Well, I'll have to change that. Shake. All right. Well, anyways, thank you all for being here. I'm going to... I'm going to see first if any other VTubers are playing Demon Bluff. No. Wow. Okay, it's just me. Cool. All right, so no one to raid in Demon Bluff. So I will send you all to... a coin pusher roguelike. Okay, one of the people who I'm following, who I assume I've raided before, is playing a coin pusher roguelike, and I'm interested. So, I mean, from a roguelike to a roguelike, hopefully it is somewhat interesting for you guys. Thank you, Skill Cycler. Welcome to the crew. Oh, snuck it in at the last minute. All right, I'm going to raid. Yeah, so this is apparently a, like, coin. Okay, I don't quite know what this is, but it's a roguelike, so we'll raid into Kali-san. So, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'll go hang out at the raiding into stream for a little bit. Please be nice to them. Pirate raid. We're pirates raiding into someone's stream. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and until we meet at fairer waters, farewell everyone. Go be nice for Kali-san. Thank you for dropping by.